Who do we have for pleas?
Eddie Caulfield is the police.
That's it.
Yes, and Sherry Adams is the mental health.
There's there. Concave chicken there. Eddie's on Avalos Garza.
Mm-hmm.
Who's Claudia? You know when this DWI was?
It was on 7/27/2020.
My phone still rings randomly.
I think they need to contact somebody.
Yeah, I contacted you.
Additional Apple person.
You're not. There's Kate. Or this is Eddie. There's Eddie. All right. Meet Eddie.
This crazy tablet.
Could we have Jose Avalos Garza, please?
Yes. Jose.
Eddie, you're muted.
Let me see. This thing's acting crazy today.
You're muted right now. There you go. All right. If you would, you can have a seat. If you would raise your right hand and be sworn. You swear or affirm testimony about to give me the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, self you got.
Yes, sir.
Right. Is your true name Jose Guadalupe Avalos Garza?
Yes, sir.
You put your hand down. You understand in this case you are charged with driving while intoxicated.
Yes, sir.
Have you had enough time to go over the case with your attorney?
Yes, sir.
And do you understand your attorney is online with us and we're doing this plea electronically?
Yes, sir.
Are you okay doing the plea that way?
Yes, sir.
To the charge of driving while intoxicated, how do you plead?
Guilty.
Accept your plea guilty, find you guilty, sentence you to 15 days in jail. You'll get at least 21 days credit. You'll be time served as of right now, okay?
Yes, sir.
And I think because you are in jail, you're probably indigent. I'm going to go ahead and waive the statutory fine by finding that you are indigent. Has your license been suspended?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to go ahead and suspend your license for 90 days and give you what's called ALR credit. All that means you won't have an additional license suspension, okay?
Yes, sir.
You have any questions about anything else?
No, sir.
All right, thanks, y'all. Good luck.
Thank you, Judge.
See ya.
Wait on the paperwork for just a few minutes.
All right. All right. I believe this is it Twylanna Ann Ingram,
Yeah,
right?
Charlie.
And we're here on a 17032 writ. I have
Yes,
a
Your Honor.
copy of the assessment and I have read it. Did you want to call your client?
Yes, Your Honor.
You would raise your right hand to be sworn. You swear or affirm testimony about to give be a truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes.
All right.
Twylanna, when you and I spoke the first time, we talked about putting together a plan for you to be able to get out and address your mental health issues. Is that a fair assessment?
Yes.
Okay, and has that been done to your knowledge?
I think so.
Okay, you've talked to several people over the last week, have you not?
Yes.
Okay, Life Path and Joseph, and come up
Yeah.
with a plan. Okay, and the plan is for you to go directly to Life Path CRU unit and get stabilized on your meds, and then to transition to your mom's house and to outpatient at Life Path, and any other conditions like substance abuse through Life Path. Life Path will help you get set up with all of those things. Is that a fair assessment of your plan?
Yes.
Okay. And you will go directly to the Life Path CRU. You will not go home. You won't do anything else. Is that correct?
That's correct.
They're going to come get you, in other words.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm seeing Miss Fox nod. So I'm assuming that everything I'm saying, I'm saying I got from her or Joseph. And you were going to comply with keeping in touch with Miss Fox, keeping in touch with me, compliant with your meds once you get stabilized on your meds at Life Path, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And if necessary, you will come into the court and see this judge if you're required to, correct?
Yes.
Okay. You have a vehicle to get to and from places. Is that
Yes,
correct? And a driver's license.
yes.
Okay. And I'm sorry, I forgot the most important thing. I was going straight to the plan. You are a person who has been diagnosed with a mental illness. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. What is your diagnosis?
Bipolar and anxiety and depression.
Okay. Okay. And for those things, you were placed on medication, and you're only getting one of those in jail, correct?
Yes.
Okay, but you were placed on several medications outside of jail.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's why you need to go to LifePath to get stabilized on the rest of your meds.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and they're going to help you maybe get some assistance from the state, like food stamps or something like that. You're going to work through them to get things like that going, correct?
Yes.
Okay, and you'll keep in contact with me.
Yes.
Okay, because I'm your lawyer for the duration of this case. You understand that, right?
Yes.
Okay, I pass the witness.
Any questions from the state?
Yes, Your Honor. Good morning, Ms. Ingram. My name is Kate Harrison. I'm a prosecutor for the state of Texas, and I just have a couple follow-up questions for you, okay?
Okay.
When were you first diagnosed with bipolar disorder?
I was like 12 or something when they diagnosed me, but they didn't put me on meds. And then I think in 2017 is when they re-diagnosed me with that, and they put me on medication.
Okay. Have you ever received past treatment for bipolar disorder?
In 2017 is when I started with the therapists and psychologists.
Okay. And in 2017, who were you going to see? What was the provider? Was that LifePath or a different provider?
Texas Health.
Okay. And when you were receiving that treatment, were you going to your appointments as scheduled? Did you ever miss appointments? Will you tell me a little bit about that?
I would go to my appointments if I would reschedule if I had, because I was going through a lot of medical problems at that time. So I had multiple doctor's appointments all the time.
Okay. And then you said in 2017, you began taking some medication. Is that right?
Yeah.
What medication were you on then?
Honestly, I couldn't tell you all the different medications. They had me on a lot of medications, and I was pretty out of it most of the time.
Okay. And when you have experienced symptoms of anxiety or bipolar disorder, have you ever thought about hurting yourself or someone else?
Yes.
Will you tell the court a little bit about that?
I'm going to object that this is going beyond the scope of what's going on right now. There's a plan to address her mental health issues. It's established that she's got it. So I'm gonna ask that.
So,
No.
I'll sustain the objection. I do understand she did have a previous suicide attempt. It's in the paperwork.
Okay. So the plan is for you to go straight to LifePath and then to your mom's house. Is that correct?
Yes.
And where does your mom live?
405 Cove Circle, McKinney, Texas.
What does she do for a living?
She stays at home and takes care of my grandma.
Okay, so she would be at home with you while you're living there?
Yeah.
Okay. And you said you do have a vehicle and you do have a driver's license. So will you be responsible for getting yourself to and from appointments, or will your mom take you?
I'll be taking myself unless I have to have her take me.
Okay. And your mom and your grandma, is that your support system here in Texas? Is there anybody else that the court needs to know about?
I have a couple of friends, but I don't really have too many people out here.
Okay. All right, pass the witness.
Anything else?
No, Your Honor.
You rest?
Rest.
Anything else from the state?
We don't have any witnesses or exhibits, but I would like to read the defendant's criminal history into the record.
That's fine.
Let's see here. On November 2nd of 2011, the defendant was arrested for possession of marijuana less than 2 ounces by McKinney Police Department. In March of 2012, she was placed on 12 months deferred adjudication probation for that offense. It appeared there are no revocations on that, so it appears that it was successfully completed. There's also history out of California. On October 29th, 2006, the defendant was arrested for disorderly conduct. We don't have any disposition data on that other than it was a misdemeanor. On March 17th of 2007, the defendant was arrested for possession of a controlled substance paraphernalia. That is a misdemeanor. She was convicted and placed on 36 months of probation for that offense. On December 16th of 2008, the defendant was arrested for possession of a controlled substance, a felony, and then use or under the influence of a controlled substance, a misdemeanor. She was convicted on both of those charges and placed on 36 months of probation. That concludes the reading of the defendant's criminal history, and the state rests.
Any argument?
Your Honor, I just ask that you allow her to get out and go directly to LifePath to get the services that she needs, and then they will help her with any substance abuse, outpatient or inpatient if she qualifies. And but first she needs to be stabilized on her medication. So I ask that you approve her bond and the plan and the coordinated release.
Your Honor, the state will defer to the court on this matter.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go ahead and grant bonds, get you out of jail today. While you're out, you got to work the program, do everything you're asked to do. I want you to finish the CRU program, however long it takes. Okay. I think it's a couple of weeks, but
Okay.
then you need to call Tony every week and let her know how you're doing. Let her know if you need anything. You're supposed to come see me once a month, but right now because of COVID, we don't know how often that's going to happen. But when you do come see me because of your history, expect to be drug tested. Okay.
Okay.
And we'll see you here pretty soon. Tony might want to talk to you about some things right now.
All right.
Hey, I just wanted to take just a second to introduce myself since we haven't met. I'll be your case manager. I've got everything lined up with the LifePath, and they'll be picking you up at 2:00 today. You'll receive a folder in your property. In that is my contact information. You'll want to keep that. Call me so as part of your bond, but also so that I can assist you in any way that you need. Okay.
All right. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Nice meeting you.
Thank
Nice
you
meeting
all.
you.
Good luck.
Thank you. Good luck, Twylanna.
Thank you.
Thanks, Judge.
See ya.
Thanks.